Hi everyone, Karen here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's energy forecast and insights for Monday the 28th of April through until Sunday the 4th of May 2025. As we move into this week ahead, we are still experiencing or sitting under the full luminosity of the new moon in Taurus. And so there's this invitation to ground deeply into your intentions. What are the intentions that you are wanting to set for yourself? Taurus invites us to look within to our sense of self-worth. And the question is, how can you cultivate a sense of self-worth and confidence? You know, what does self-worth mean to you? What does it mean for you to embody a sense of worth and value within yourself? We're also asked to focus on what brings us joy. So what is it that brings you joy? The invitation is also there to practice gratitude for the simple things, right? It doesn't have to be the big things. There is so much that we can experience in our everyday life. It may be your morning ritual with your coffee. It may be your morning shower. It may be having a loved one or a pet or a child that comes into your presence first thing in the morning. What is it that you truly love about your life? We can all find at least one thing. Another question under this Taurus new moon is, where am I ready to claim my worth and stand firm in the knowing that I am enough? And that's a journal prompt that you could use as a ritual, new moon ritual, or just as a self-inquiry. You know, how can you deepen your sense of gratitude for the abundance you have in your life? There are so many ways that you can cultivate a sense of comfort and security in your life. So what does that mean to you under this new moon? And another opportunity is really, it's for clarity, to get clear on what it is that matters to you. What are your priorities? What is it that lights you up? What is it that you are wanting to experience in your life? And what are the steps or changes that you can take to ensure that that happens for you? Because you are laying the foundations, you are planting the seeds for this powerful new moon to, I want to say, amplify the intentions that you are setting, what it is that you are asking for. We have Venus this week entering into Aries, and Venus really overrules our heart center, our relationships. And we have been working on our heart center through Venus these last few months, while she's been in retrograde, while she's been direct. That Venus is the ruler of Libra, and it's the ruling planet of Taurus, and we've just had those full moons and new moons. And so again, this is an opportunity for you to get clear, to have clarity on the people that are in your inner circle. Who do you want to spend your time with? Who do you want to give your time and energy to? Who are the people in your world that light you up, that in their presence you feel seen and heard, valued? They make you feel good, as opposed to spending time with people who drain your energy, who don't value who you are, and they don't respect your boundaries, they don't value your worth. Because we're at a time when there's no need to continue to have people in your world that don't see who you are. And it's a difficult question to ask yourself sometimes, because at the core of every single human being, we yearn for and desire to be loved, to be accepted, to be acknowledged, to be appreciated, to be valued. And that first has to start with you. And the more that you can appreciate and value yourself and all of who you are by honoring your boundaries, by acknowledging the strengths that you have within you, by embodying all aspects and parts of yourself, then you'll find quite naturally that people will begin to step away, they'll step out of your circle because they don't energetically align with the values that you are setting for yourself. This week we also have Venus conjunct Neptune. It's such a beautiful alignment of energies. So there's going to be an opportunity for more compassion, to be more compassionate, for your hearts to open even further. And, you know, it'll be an invitation to tune into the wisdom of your heart, to really ask yourself, what is my heart desiring? Venus and Neptune together is a beautiful, romantic, soft, heart-centered alignment. And so that's going to flow into your relationships. You know, it's all about romance and creative inspiration. And, you know, the influence of Neptune is supporting us in being able to see beyond our current reality. So spend time with those that really matter to you, those that you love. We also have Pluto going into retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, and it will remain so for the next 6 months. So this is an opportunity for you to reflect on the transformations that have taken place within. Not so much externally, but what are the changes that you are aware of, that you can feel, that you can honor and acknowledge, that have happened in your inner world? Pluto works on the subtle layers. It works subtly on the deepest layers of our being, supporting us to shed and release what no longer serves us, what you no longer need to carry. And so there's some really beautiful energy around in the week ahead that we can tune into and tap into to support you wherever you are in your journey. And just to know that those energies of this week ahead are very supportive, they're very loving, they're very compassionate. And so it's an ideal time to soften into how you speak, soften your internal dialogue, soften the inner critic, have more compassion for the inner critic, have more compassion for yourself where you're at. Yeah, it just feels so open and expansive in this week ahead. Chamber of the Violet Flame. I love this. Karmic release and radical transformation, which aligns beautifully with Pluto going into retrograde. It also aligns beautifully with the lessons and the invitations that Venus and Neptune are bringing to us in this week ahead, in order for us to release the karmic ties and attachments. We're called for self-forgiveness, we're called for forgiveness, we're called to have compassion. We're also called to acknowledge and identify the shifts and the transformations, the learnings and the growth. And when you do that, you release yourself from that karmic wheel, that karmic lesson, however that may be showing up for you. Oh, the sirens. I love this for our heart wisdom for this week ahead. Using your voice, expansion and freedom. Where are you being called to share your wisdom? Where are you being called to honor the inner desire to express your emotions, to share your inner wisdom, to express yourself in a way that allows you to freely and effortlessly ask for what you want from life, from the universe, from those around you? Where are you being called to stand by with conviction to your boundaries that you're setting? It really is a week of heart expression for sure in this week ahead. The goddess who is wanting to step forward to support us in this week ahead. You can call on her guidance. You can invite her into our meditations, our invocations, our devotional practices, our journaling practices, or even just out in nature. Oh, Rhiannon, beautiful Rhiannon. Her graceful energy guides your journey, inspiring you to navigate life's paths with elegance and poise, always moving towards your true destiny. Embrace your inner magic and wisdom, so perfectly aligned. So invite the goddess Rhiannon to support you in whatever it is you're setting your intentions, setting healthy boundaries, dreaming of what it is that you want to experience. And she allows you to do that with like a fierceness, right? There's a fierceness within her. But there's also a deep connection that she has to nature and animals, especially horses. And so, yeah, it's like she's pointing you in the right direction. She's like, once you decide the direction that you want to move in, I will be there to support you and guide you, and to remind you that you have all that you need within you in order to achieve whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve. So I hope that those messages serve you well. As always, please be kind and gentle with yourself, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Namaste. Blessed be.